the word power has so many connotations, and like the word itself, I felt like had this, as soon as you said the word, it had this negative impact on me. But I think as I start to shift that into feminine power and realizing the power within, and the power really is in discovering who I am and what I can do versus the outside world. Because I think a lot of times I think of power as money or being status or things like that. But the true power I really think comes from within. And it's really embracing that feminine energy within us and fostering that really creates the true harmonious power in each of us as we set forth and really coming together in that collective power.
Circle. And that was it. It was, instead of power over, it was power within, what ended up being what everybody talked about. And, I went to that panel, the Millionth Circle panel, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for Dr. Bolin, and everybody sitting on that panel was incredible and has done some absolutely incredible work. But I want to tell you, Michelle, what affected me most on that panel was the last 20 minutes, when everybody broke apart into a circle where we basically only had time to like go around once, maybe a second time. And then afterwards, do you remember those women? I mean, one woman was crying, saying, I hadn't, I need this so much, and I hadn't felt this before COVID. And then a second woman was like, oh my God, I need a circle. I just realized from this. And the amount of energy and power in that last 15 minutes, that was
I
it.
I completely agree, because I think that's what it comes down to. Why circles are so important is the masculine energy. When we think about, we have someone standing in front of the room. You think of any classroom, any presentation, telling you some sort of information. You're sitting there by yourself, disseminating it, and then figure out what you're going to do with it by yourself. Whereas in circle, we first had the panel discussion, but then we disseminate it in our little pods and have those conversations where the breakthrough happens. And so it's that construct of really changing the dynamics of how we think about things and respond to each other.